think it's important to understand your donors and, ultimately where their capacity lies. But I think the cultivation of donors is, it's not unlike the deepening of a friendship that you might have, where you spend time together, you know that you have this and that in common, you explore that and you have fun, and then you do some more and you realize, oh my gosh, we really do love this, and the next thing you know, you're trekking in Nepal together.
I think when you're fundraising, when you're working with a donor, it's really important to pay attention to every single detail. That's why the conversations with them are so important, because that's when you know what kind of details are important to them. But if you're not listening to them, if you're not focusing on what's meaningful to them, you're going to miss the details that you need to be paying attention to. You're going to miss the opportunities to show them that you really care about them as people, and that's why the details are so important, because it conveys to them that you really care, and that you really care about them as people and not just their pocketbook. I think donors want to be connected to the organization in a personal way, and if you're not paying attention to the things that are important to them, you're going to miss all the details that show them that they've made that kind of connection that they're looking for.
I mean, I think it's something that you really have to be listening to the donor and find out, what do they need, what do they want, what are their hopes and dreams for their charitable giving, and that's their story. It's really important to tell your organization's story, but you really have to hear the donor's story. And that's how you know what their next steps might be and where they want to go. And then it's just a matter of sitting down and figuring out, do you have a vehicle for that to happen? If you can provide them with an opportunity that a $25,000 gift can make happen, and it's something they want to see happen, then there's your fit. So you have to be in an ongoing conversation about, what do you hope to have happen through your giving? What's going to make you feel good inside? What do you want to be different? What matters to you?
Everybody has something that they care about, and it's not usually the same for any one person. And so you need to find out what you do that is going to click with that particular donor. And if you're targeting a much bigger audience, say you're doing a newsletter mailing, you need to figure out who my donors are in a broad sense, and the way to do that, I still think, is just going out and having the one-on-one conversations. There's no better way to get to know the people that you're working with. When I'm trying to get to know a donor, I definitely ask questions, and in some cases I'm getting to know someone for the very first time. I've never met them before. I work for a university, so I may call up an alum and say, I understand that you graduated 5 years ago, and I'm trying to refine my story. I'm honest with them. I'm trying to refine my story. My job is to raise money for this college, and I would like to hear about your experience here so that I know what's important to people, and so that I know why people come to this college and why they support it. And usually people are very happy to get together and talk to me about that. Very happy, in fact. They're thrilled to get a call. They want to talk about the college that they went to, and it turns out to be a really positive experience. And then I take notes, tons and tons of notes. And those notes help me understand whether this person will ever be a donor for me. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. You need to assess that when you're talking to them. But if they're not going to be a donor, they may know other people that will, and they're usually happy to help connect you to other people that they know that might have graduated from the same college and have their own stories to tell. So I love getting to know the donors. That's why I do what I do. That's why I'm a fundraiser.